From the News Channel 5 Network and Out and About newspaper, this is Out and About Today. Sponsored by the Tennessee Performing Arts Center.
Welcome to Out and About Today. I'm Pam Wheeler. On tonight's show, Brent will get to know Kevin Fuller and learn about his Manus family practice. And later, in the Entertainment Outlook, Chuck sits down with actor Jacob York and previews paternity leave. But first, we open the show with our weekly Buzz About segment. Topics tonight will range from Kim Davis to battling the holiday stress. Joining me are my co-hosts Brent Meredith and Chuck Long, and our special panelist tonight is Out and About Nashville Managing Editor James Grady. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hi.
And so we still have Kim Davis's name.
I know, that's regretful.
Oh my gosh,
but
who would have thunk?
But we've all been part of the. I know I've been at the Metro Ordinance demonstration in 2003 when
Fred Phelps.
Yeah, Fred Phelps was here and the Westboro's picketing us. So I'm sorry that I picked it, but you know what? The Westboro people, they are picketing Kim Davis because she's had something to do with the gays getting married. I think it's just, I just want to talk about it.
Talk about ironic.
And we're going to show a little clip. Right. We're going to show a clip. These signs are awful, and I apologize to our viewers that have to see it. There are demonstrators saying Neil Diamond's, a parody of Neil Diamond's Kentucky Woman. What do you, just give me your comments, please. Let's start with James.
You know, I think that this shows that the world couldn't possibly get more ridiculous. Between Fred Phelps's church and Kim Davis, I mean, they're a match made in hell, and they can stay there as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, don't mince words. Brent.
Well, it's not every day that you get to put these two things together. And I mean, honestly, it just kind of feels like that Westboro Baptist Church just is looking for another excuse to get attention. I mean, it's like, oh, you know, now that there's marriage equality, what are we going to, so like they're struggling harder and harder to find things to hate.
Yeah. And I like what Saturday Night Live said when they did that skit and they look back and they were like, people that you wish you didn't have to hear about anymore from last summer. So that's what
And then she was on there,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was a perfect,
Yeah.
I know. Okay, we'll move on. She may come up in December. No, we're doing our holiday show. She's not going to come up. So the next story I want to bring your attention to is, the headline is, was the vote rigged for a trans homecoming queen? A homecoming queen at New Jersey's Trenton Central High School this weekend. A trans teen was crowned homecoming queen. And there were some parents, there's a pic, parents that stepped up and said it was rigged, maybe the administration wanting to make history. Your thoughts? Brent, we'll start with you.
I just feel like, you know, I feel sorry for the young girl who won. Because honestly, I mean, even if it was rigged, even if this supposed teacher tried to make history, I mean, she's just trying to be who she is. And, you know, whether or not it was rigged, to me, it seems like there was just a bunch of girls who didn't get to win, who were upset, so they went home and cried, and now there's a big story about it. Like, you know, it's just homecoming. Like, settle down.
Settle down.
Yeah,
Chuck?
I agree with Brett. I just think it's mean girls who are upset. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totes, right?
Okay. All right, we'll move on.
Okay.
Enough said. I think the same thing. I don't know. So now we're going to go a little serious, just a little bit, because we're on the brink of the holiday season. Perhaps we're already in it, depending on when you start. PFLAG does a great job of giving our community some tips, and we're going to post those to prepare for the holiday stress, because it can get here, and then maybe you make some wrong choices, like introducing your new boyfriend or girlfriend to your family and they didn't even know you're gay. People get real ambitious. I've been there. So I'd like you to share a personal story. Maybe that will end with some advice to some of our viewers that really can make a difference. I want make a difference type stories here. Chuck, what do you have?
Well, I have a friend, just quickly, who went home with his partner, and one of the family members that was in the gathering basically said that he was not going to allow his children to be there because of the gay couple that was there. And I thought one of the coolest things was the patriarch of the family said, well, that's fine, but there's the door. So the person who said he didn't want, and unfortunately the kids were fine.
Yeah.
But that person who said that, you know, he said, you know, if you want to be the person who wants people not to be here, then you can be the person not here.
Right.
And I thought that was a very wise thing for him to do.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Brent, what's your story?
Well, perhaps I've been a little lucky, but I've never personally had or felt like I wasn't welcome at either of my mom or dad's family, or even at my house with my partners or friends over the years. But I have had friends that have had a similar experience to like what Chuck said. But what they decided to do was they decided to just have their own Friendsgiving. So instead of worrying about it and fretting and trying to get their acceptance, they just said, look, we're just going to do our own thing. We're going to have our friends over, and we're going to spend Thanksgiving with our chosen family. And that's okay. You don't have to necessarily go home if you don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's right. Don't put yourself through something you shouldn't. James?
You know, I still haven't had a holiday with my partner's family, so I don't know. You know, maybe this year, you don't know. I think you just have to keep hoping. You know, on my side, I came out to my grandmother over the Christmas break and had a wonderful experience. So, you know, people can surprise you.
So you came out at a Christmas holiday?
Not sort of at dinner, but over the break when I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Well, check out the PFLAG site. It has a lot of good tips, folks, if you're battling with what to do. Let's leave with the cover for the November issue. And James, tell us a little bit about what's on the inside.
You know, we have Chris Carmack from ABC's Nashville on the cover, and the issue features LGBT music scene in its widest variety. We interviewed Billy Gilman a year after coming out. I talked to Marcia Stevens, the sort of mother of contemporary Christian music, who came out as a lesbian in 1979. We talked to Cotton Mill Live, and you know, so a broad spectrum of people in the LGBT music industry are covered this month, and I think it's a great issue.
All right, great. Well, that's all the time we have. Next month, we're going to be talking all things holidays. You're not going to want to miss our next segment. Brenda's right here with Kevin Fuller, and you're going to learn about the Manus Family Clinic. Stay with us.